realize at the time is that Dr. Umar filmed that wild Instagram rant right after the feds told him to turn himself in. If you look back at the footage, you can literally catch the split second where it hits him. His whole hustle, his entire image was about to come crashing down. That fake confidence slipped, and you could see the panic in his eyes. According to reports, Umar did up turning himself in, but he tried to play it slick. He made sure his inner circle kept it low-key. No mugshots leaking out, no big press statements, no flashy walk into the courthouse. Just a quiet surrender, because he knew if the media caught wind of him in cuffs, it would be game over for his leader of the people image. The one thing he feared the most, the world finally seeing him as a scammer, was right around the corner. What Umar didn't know, though, was that the feds weren't about to keep this clean and quiet. They had already started leaking documents that ripped the cover off his entire operation.
The Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account. Please.
This man has been literally fleecing the black community for at least 15 years. 15 years, black people. 15 years. Y'all don't allow this man to just bamboozle you. But the black community deserves it, because it seems like those are the only people that the black community supports. Grifters, scammers. It's a whole list of them. And the internet hasn't even been around, but what, 15 years? I mean, strong, starting to get strong. It wasn't even strong in 2010, but in the teens, it started getting real strong. And these cats, I'm telling you, black people, y'all got to learn. Well, you don't have to learn. Only thing you have to do is keep it real with yourself. Start keeping it real with yourself. Clean yourself up. Clean your own spirit up. And then when you do that, when you start focusing on self, then you can't be grifted. You can't be conned. You can't be scammed. Like, people don't understand, like, when they talking about relationships, like between a man and a woman, we always talking about you attract what you are and all of this type of thing. But it applies to so-called leaders as well. You attract to yourself who you are, and you support spiritually. You're not knowing it, but you're supporting people spiritually who are the same as you. They're just a little bit more polished than you. You know, some people will make you think like, oh, you supporting, these people because they are well educated, they have a broad vocabulary, and the devil knows exactly what, you like. You like to hear. He's going to tickle your ears with everything you like to hear. But if you are good people, thoroughly good people on the inside and your heart is pure, you'll see the bullshit in these slick talkers a mile away. But you people don't see the bullshit in the slick talkers, because in actuality, you and that slick talker are one and the same. He just been practicing his scam and his con, and you haven't. You've been going to work every day, wishing that you could, get rich quick, or you want a savior. He came disguised as the savior, but really he was just grifting you, playing on your emotions. That's all that's going on in the black community. people just popping up playing on your emotions because you haven't fixed yourself. And there's too many people out there that haven't fixed themselves in order to become real so that you could therefore recognize real. You're not real. You know, the black community in America, man, we're some talented, gifted people. That's why the Most High has turned his back on us. Because we are the most gifted. Actually, we are spiritually, uh, uh, where we come from, we were closer to God than anybody. And that's a long story too. And just to give a plug to my book, if you want to go in deep, I don't really, it'll take forever. I have to do uh, chapters and chapters and chapters in different parts to even try to break down my book. But I have it in the book. It's on Amazon Prime. You can go and get it. It's called The Knowledge of Good and Evil. Shameless plug. That's the only way I'm asking people to support what I got going on. Go and get my book. It's only $9.99. It's an ebook. Go and get it. Go and get that book. And I'm telling you, you read that book. All you have to do is read the first chapter. And the first chapter is called God is the Devil. And I explain that, what I mean by that. The God of the Bible that you've been tricked into believing with all your heart. That God that they speaking about, he got y'all. That's why y'all attracted to everything that's ungodly. It takes you so long to figure out, damn, that wasn't God. You know why he could fool you into believing that he was God or come from the God side, the righteous side of things, because you are neutral. You haven't chosen sides. You're not on God's side. That's the only way you can be fooled, because if you was on God's side, it ain't no way somebody could come and fool you. They'll sound good in the beginning, but then if you would just keep on looking at these dudes, and I'm just going by an example, I'm going to use him as an example, Umar Johnson. I always knew from the beginning that this dude was full of it. Because if you're saying you got all these degrees and you got all these certificates and you're a doctor and you're a psychiatrist and you're this and you're that and you're so smart, and then you still haven't gotten past the race thing. You don't understand that, man, it's good and bad in every race. It's righteous and unrighteous in every race. And as far as a man finding his wife amongst other races of people or nationalities of people, that's that man's business. I never would be in agreement with somebody who think they can tell another man who he should and who he shouldn't be with. The audacity of you. And then this cat from the beginning, when he was talking this about how you going to teach somebody about relationships. Now, this is just me having common sense. You're not even in a good relationship. You got baby mama drama and all this, but you're going to teach somebody else on how to be in a righteous, good relationship. The only thing you can say is, ooh, get with a black woman. You're not even with a black woman. You're not even with a black woman. That's the part, that was the red flag at the beginning. A lot of the other stuff that he was talking about was spot on. It was spot on. But I always thought from the very beginning, how can this man be that intelligent and then be this stupid on this level? And I knew it was just a matter of time. It took a minute, but for me, it was at the beginning. I knew I could have predicted this 10 years ago when I donated to him doing the school. I didn't know that he never would open the school. I just thought, okay, he gonna do he gonna do the school, even though I wouldn't send my kid to the school, but that don't mean I won't support it. Like if people wanted to do that, I'm black, okay, you're doing some good for black people, you educating, I'm all with that. As long as you're not teaching them to rob and steal and kill and cheat from other black people, I'm good with that. I'll donate towards that. I ain't tripping. I ain't even tripping off the money. It wasn't a whole lot of money, but it was worth me being able to come in on the video about, him a C note. He's straight. So when I come in and make certain remarks or comments on this video, I feel like I earned that spot because I did donate. But look at him now. I told people about Brother Polite long time ago. I made a video on Brother Polite long time ago when he got on the video in front of all of his fans and all these people that watch his videos, and then said, you know, uh, blatantly, like, like it was almost disrespectful that he gonna say, fuck Jesus. Like all passionate, like eyes bulging and veins in the side of in his temple and in the middle of his head. Like, come on, man. I'm like, damn, dog, don't you know that Martin Luther King was a Christian? All of the black leaders in America pretty much come from Christianity, except for Malcolm X. Pretty much all of them. Haile Selassie was a Christian. Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, all of them cats was Christians. So you got all these people that followed these people, and you get on there and you just isolate yourself. That let me know he wasn't smart. Even if you felt that way, keep that to yourself. You about to offend a whole lot of people that would have supported your movement. And then look where he veered off to. You go from rah, 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 let's do this. And you got the all black on, you got the cats behind you in black trying to make it look like you a Black Panther and you Fred Hampton or somebody, the new Fred Hampton, and you pivot from that to the guy with the Rolls Royce and the I-8s and the slingshots, and you out there in Hollywood kicking it with Mayweather and all these people. I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, man, I even made a video. It's up now. I'm probably gonna repost that. And people was talking, man, he ain't got I told him, look, Brother Polite needs to apologize to the people for saying that. Don't just, people really believe. That's their belief. Why would you disrespect the very people that you're trying to galvanize and organize and mobilize? That doesn't make sense, man. That's disrespectful, man. That's disrespectful. And I did a video telling him he need to apologize. You got all these polite stands in the comments on, oh yeah, man, you blind, you stupid, oh, you trying to defend Jesus. Yeah, I said too, up F Jesus and all that. I'm looking at these cats like, man, y'all so stupid, man. Now we're polite. Where is polite now? Somebody write in the comments where polite is now. We got to cut it out, man. It's time to cut it out. It's time to be serious. We got to be conquerors, man. I said in my last video, man, I know it was long, but I ain't tripping, man. Y'all got to treat it. If you just sit there, it takes me a minute. It's almost like an onion. I got to peel back a whole lot of stuff before I get to the meat of things. But any kind of way, it's time for us to be conquerors. That's what the black community is missing. These young gangbangers, and y'all calling them YNs and all that. Look, they are looking for a real leader. They're looking for real leaders. You understand me? That's what they're looking for. They ain't looking for no cowardness, none of that. They looking for real leaders. And though ain't nothing wrong with them, they're straight. It's the adult males that are afraid of them. Something wrong with them. We love being second-class citizens to the white man. We are comfortable. We have degrees. We have paperwork. We have certificates. But now, in this day and time, y'all beginning to see that shit doesn't even matter. It's not even worth anything. I saw a video the other day saying like 100 and something thousand, 100,000 or so Black women have lost their jobs in the last quarter. Putting your faith in a system that's obviously, demonic. Putting your faith in people that are obviously against God. You can't love money and God. These people love money, man. That's why they got so much of it. That's like the law of attraction. That's how you attract money. You got to love it. The people who really love money, they're going to attract money to themselves. Because they go to sleep thinking about money. They wake up thinking about money. They move around all day thinking about money. That's the law of attraction. They're going to get it. They're going to get that money. The money going to come find them. And then it's going to expose their every flaw. The money don't care about you. The spirit of the money has no love for nobody. And there's a spirit in money. After you get into your possession, if you're a fence straddler and you get that money, and then the devil starts throwing all these temptations at you, you're gonna fall for all of them, hook, line, and sinker, guaranteed, because you got the money to do it. The only thing that was saving you is that you was broke. That's why you see these cats, they getting this money and they just treating the money like it's nothing. You got all these people out here that they could be organizing with that money and really forming something formidable to go against these demonic, unrighteous people. Instead of doing that, they start living comfortably under the demonic, unrighteous people. And they start using the money to shower themselves with unnecessary, useless gifts, consuming everything in sight. They consuming. Cats got on 15 different necklaces. It's incredible. See, that's the problem with the Black community. That's what it is. Nobody is showing no love but the love of money. That's the only love being shown in the Black community right now. Cats that got money, you show your love by what you're doing with the money. Now, if you're going in the hood and you creating infrastructure for other people to get money as well, and you forming organization, you organizing the people with the money that you have, because if you had money and you putting it out there correctly, people are going to flock to you. Organize those people. This is the time to organize those people who are flocking to you. I use Jay-Z as an example all the time. People don't understand. We raising these children to be slaves still in this day and time. In 2025, you still got all of these young kids growing up playing these sports that's trying to beat the door down of the unrighteous, demonic people with all this money so they can sign a contract with them. What is that? Don't they say, what is that? Signing a contract with unrighteous, demonic people. What is that? What are you doing? And why are we condoning this in this day and time? We still haven't learned any better. And if not, we deserve everything we get as a collective. And you see what we getting. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, where Trump is about to send the National Guard. This is what we're reaping. Because nobody is showing love. The YNs, the young cats in the community, nobody is showing love. So how can they reciprocate love when all they're getting is hate? All they're getting is nothing. So the motto is, okay, I'm gonna get mine. Regardless of what I have to do, I'm gonna get mine. Ain't nobody giving me nothing, so I don't care nothing about taking nothing from whoever around me. I don't care, because don't nobody care about us. Why should we care if don't nobody care about us? Ain't nobody showing us no love. Ain't nobody got no infrastructure set up to where we can go through a rites of passage. See, I know who the young cats is. If I had Jay-Z money, I have at least a half a ticket going toward, that's going to be the budget going towards building the army of these young cats, getting them trained, getting them in shape, getting them off of the dope, getting them off of the pills, getting them off of the lean, getting them off of this old laboratory grown marijuana. Get their minds back clear. But you gotta have a budget for that. If you're a conqueror, the conquerors know. They knew they're gonna have to do something with these wolves, which is these white boys who are born thirsty for blood. They gave them somewhere to go, and they give them a way to that they can provide for their families, because that's very important. They put them in the military. They're in the military. They training and they learning how to kill, and that's what they like to do. And they done pumped it in their head, brainwashed them, whatever you want to call it, to make them feel like that they doing this for their country, but really they doing this for the rich cats. They just the muscle for these big boy gangsters. I'm talking about big boy gangsters. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. It's 2025. Everybody should see what it is right now. I ain't saying nothing new. I don't even like to talk that much because people done said it all. But who's doing something? You know, I'm proud because I'm a doer. I'm solution based. I have a solution for it all. I have a solution. I'm not just yapping. I sat down with Mayor Strickland when it was Mayor Strickland of Memphis. I sat down with him. Look at this. I sat down with Mayor Strickland. This is the STOP program. I've kind of revised it now, but this is the original one. Me and my brother, James Mack, we sat down and we talked to Mayor Strickland and told him, look, we have a program. We know what the community needs. We know what could curb a lot of this senseless violence on the streets and a lot of this senseless crime. We know what to do. We just need funding. I'm gonna put that video. I'm gonna let you see. You can go to my Facebook page. It's on there. You can find it. Go to my videos. You can find it. It's on there. But I'm gonna try to find it and I'm gonna repost it so people can see. We've been doing this. We've been had the answers. But then this man looked at us, and when I looked him in his face and sat down and talked to him, I knew when I left that meeting he ain't gonna do nothing because he ain't no real leader. He a puppet. You know, I know a real leader. I'm a leader. I know a real leader when I see one. When I sit down with one. When I shake one's hand, when I look in one's eyes, I know him. He's not. So when you going through all these different little, that was just for show, just to say, okay, because I knew somebody on the inside who got us to meet, to sit down and let them know, look, ain't nobody trying to change what's going on in Memphis. They want to send the military over there so they could punk you down, but that's just gonna last for 2 or 3 months, however long they can stay. They can't probably even stay that long. Soon they can, man, the real gangsters, the real thugs, they gonna chill for a minute. They gonna chill as soon as y'all leave up out of there. They're gonna be back in action 100 times stronger, 100 times more hungry because they've been chilling for a month, so they behind. It's gonna be a whole lot of flower bringing and sad song singing when they pull up out of there, because cats gonna be real hungry. And then you done made them sit down for a month or two. They behind. That's all that's about to happen. Now you got to have ideas, grassroots ideas that involve people that are embedded into the community already, that people know. It's so many little league football players, little league baseball and basketball players in the community that coach these young kids like they're getting paid to do it. If you would give them funding, their outreach could be powerful. But I'm here to tell the young single mothers in Memphis right now, and pretty much all over America, I know what to do with your youth. If you got a young male, I don't care what age they are, tell them to subscribe to my channel. And any males from 16 to 25, contact me. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at KingFlipp_300. Follow me on TikTok at KingFlipp_PFG. KingFlipp PFG. TikTok, I believe it is. any kind of way, I know how to get y'all paid. I know what y'all want. All y'all have to do is fall in line, organize yourselves, but I know it's hard to do it on your own. So I'm on the internet now. I don't mind if I have to get killed doing what I'm doing, it's all good because I win, because I know where I'm going, because I died doing what I was supposed to do, picking up my cross and following truth. But I know what you young guys need to do to get you some money and remain free. But you're going to have to show some kind of discipline. You ain't going to be able to get high and just chill all day. You're going to have to do something. But it's going to be your own thing. You can still be men, independent thinking men, doing your own thing and be proud of what it is that you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel. If anybody wants to know about the new stop program that we pushing now, we about to push it now with the focus on Memphis right now, with all this negativity, with the crime and the National Guard coming, we decided to kickstart the stop program again. It's got to be funding out there. And if the government doesn't fund this program, then we already know what it is. But that doesn't mean that the program can't be funded. We can do it. We can fund our own programs. It's over 400,000 Black families in Memphis. If you get a half of that to give $30 a month, that's $6 million a month. See, you see how the numbers work? If our community is being safe is important to us, then these are the type of things we'll do. We have to fund our own programs. We have to put money into the hands of people who really care about the youth in these communities. These are solutions. And my solutions go, man, they are very meticulous, detailed. I just don't have to break it all down. But if you want to get an idea of what we got going on and the plan that we have for the city of Memphis when it comes to stopping all this violence and curbing all this senseless crime and keeping these cats out of these folks' jails, drop your email in the comment. I'm going to shoot it to you. And it's going on in real time right now. What I'm going to be showing you is something that's being implemented right now, today. My brother-in-law, my partner who's going to be running the STOP program, is a 40-year veteran on the police force in Memphis. He's seen it all. Who's better to do it? Matter of fact, we need to assign our own czar. We need to stop waiting and depending on daddy to come and do shit that we should be doing ourselves. This is our community. Trump don't live in Memphis either, especially he don't live in the hood. He can't relate to what's going on in the city, in the urban communities in Memphis, Tennessee. Not at all. Only thing he can say is send the military and squash them damn fools. That's all he care. He don't care that there's some young dudes out there running with gangs because that's all the family they got. He don't know about that. He don't care. He doesn't really care. He think all of them people need to be dead or in jail. That's why he's selling the National Guard. He don't care nothing about solving the problem on why these cats are so easily lured into the life of being gang members and thugs and robbers and killers and shooters and steppers. And he don't care nothing about that. He's so far from that in his head. Him and his partners are getting rich. I don't want to get on Trump, but I'm just saying, why would we, if we are strong in the community, because there's some strong cats out here, but they not organized. The cats who got sense, the cats who got education, they just worried about going to their jobs and getting their money and feeding their families. They don't care nothing about the community. So how can somebody else care? We don't even care about the community. Cats are still in Memphis after the National Guard has been assigned to come and patrol Memphis. Cats still is organizing parties and shit. So who can respect the people like this? Evidently, the city of Memphis is in dire need of some help. So in the Bible, it says it's a time for everything. It's a time to embrace and it's a time to refrain from embracing. It's a time to laugh and it's a time to cry. It's a time for everything. If the president is about to send the National Guard because crime and murder and all this stuff is so high in Memphis, you think right now is the time to be partying and bullshitting? You gotta be kidding me. And if you think like that, that means you haven't grown up. You stuck. You're just a boy in a male's body. You don't understand how embarrassing it is that somebody else has to come and solve our problems. And we cool with that. Who can respect men that can't control their own communities? You need somebody else to come in and protect you from your own people. Are you kidding me? Look, man, if y'all want solutions, King Flipp is solution-based. Stop listening to all these grifters with these big words and eloquent voices and big plans. Start judging people by their hearts like your Father in heaven does. You should know them by their fruits. That's what the words say. And I don't throw the baby out with the bad water. I understand what the Bible is. You know what I'm saying? Because I read it with the spirit of truth. And it's on the inside. The spirit of truth. You can be reading the same thing I'm reading, but I get a totally different understanding. And it's a lot of us out there like that. The only problem is that we not organized with each other and we don't understand that if we are really men of God, we're supposed to be trying to take over the world. We're supposed to be trying to conquer. That's why the women don't respect black men, because black men ain't no conquerors. It ain't no conquerors out here trying to take over nothing. We just settled into getting in where we fit in under somebody else's rule who is naturally totally opposite of us, the true essence of us. The true essence of them is totally opposite of the true essence of us. And that's just facts. Now, on an individual basis, it's some of them over there that we can relate to spiritually because they good, righteous people. They gonna be on the side of right, and nobody can tell me that it's not some white people that's on the side of right. Because if not, we probably would still be in chains right now because niggas are scared to die. Unless they fighting with the white man, like I would have been with Nat Turner them back in the day. Dead and gone already. The ones who were afraid to die still living. And that's what we got now. We even right within our community, this is the truth. Too many black men are afraid to die. Why would you be afraid to die and you standing on business? You're supposed to die with a smile on your face. You feel me? That's just how it's supposed to be. I don't understand what people think it is. How you gonna get through this life without dying? Everybody gonna die. But what you dying for? There's cats out there that'll die for a chain with a smile on their face, because that's just their principle. You ain't about to take nothing from me. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna die. You gonna die, I'm gonna die. I ain't about to give you my chain. But you can't stand on business against the one that you know has set his system up to oppress you and yours. You afraid to die fighting him? How? See, to me, that looks like the perfect entrance into heaven. Look like it ain't gonna be no question about who you are if you die standing on that business. That's real business right there. Send the youth to me, single black woman. who don't have a man to raise your child, send them to me. And I'm just talking about on the internet, not literally send them to me. I ain't got no place for all these cats, but on the internet, I can sit down and I can talk and I can tell them what we gonna do. It's gonna be not just, oh, you shouldn't do. No, what we gonna do and how we about to get rich. Because there's power in numbers. And it's a whole lot of numbers of YNs on the streets of Memphis. I want to organize them all. I think they can be organized. I don't think the National Guard need to come. We need to just organize the YNs. Train them for real on how to kill. And be disciplined. And learn how to follow instruction. Because you're going to need an army if you're going to do anything. They came and burnt down Tulsa, Oklahoma, then because they didn't have no standing army. That's who these young cats are. Every hustler knows. Every gang leader knows. If you don't feed the wolves are trying to eat you. That's all that's going on in these inner cities. Ain't nobody feeding them. They don't have a purpose for living. So that's why they don't even fear dying. Because they don't have no purpose for living. Period. We got to give these cats purpose. We don't want to die prematurely over bullshit. That's what we got to be teaching them. But we got to also teach them that, look, you can still be yourself, remain a man, and get you some money and provide for who you supposed to be providing for. I could turn them cats into cleaners of the community. Them cats need to be on the payroll, cleaning up the community. But if you don't put them on the payroll, cleaning up the community and keeping the community safe, they're going to turn on that community and feed off of that community because they look at these regular people like food, easy pickings. Because they willing to kill and you afraid to die and you afraid to kill. So they got the advantage on you. They not afraid to die, and they ain't afraid to kill. And that's what you're going to have in these communities, a whole bunch of natural-born soldiers that don't have a leader, that have no organization, therefore they have no discipline. So they're doing whatever it takes to survive. And why a lot of them on drugs, because they really don't want to say it, but they really don't want to face reality being straight. They want to get away from reality because their reality is fucked up. But I can take those same people that everybody is afraid of and get money with them. With the numbers. Using 300 at a time. Take this 300, get them rich, and copy and paste it. Another 300 come in. We're going to set them up. LLC, S Corp, C Corp, whatever we choose to do, and we're going to get them rich and keep copying and pasting it until everybody is making money, organized and rolling and affluent in the community, and the money in the community is floating around because we own everything within our community. Our dollar can stay with us. It can just go around, around, and round, and round. And we got to learn how to share with each other, stop competing with each other, get together and compete with the world. Because it's us against the world anyway. The only reason we haven't taken over everything is because we sitting around fighting each other. Simple as that. I ain't got no more to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do another video when I'm inspired to do another video, but subscribe to my channel just like y'all do everybody else shit. I'm not grifting. I've been doing this. I don't need your money or anything like that, unless I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna use my ideas and my vision to clean up this community. And of course, we need your money. But if you choose to send me something, it's cool. Hey, you can send me some King Flipp 300 cash out. King Flipp 300 cash out. Look that up. That's me. If you want to just shoot me something because you like this video, other than that, you can support me by buying the book for $9.99 on Amazon. And it's called The Knowledge of Good and Evil by King Flipp. The Knowledge of Good and Evil. Look that up, get that. And we also got the first episode of a series that I'm working on, a universe I'm trying to build. It's on Amazon Prime as well, and it's called Gangster Walk. That's there. It's been there since 2021. Now's the time to pump it, blow it up, blow it all the way up. We good. Blow it all the way up. That's how you support. And then as that money start coming in, I know what to do with it, and I know how slow it's been. So when it start picking up, I know what's going on with it. I know why it's picking up because I'm just now starting to market and promote it. I don't even really like talking about my stuff, but that's the only way to get y'all to listen to it. We got ideas. It's still real men left out here in the world that really care about what's going on in the community. Don't y'all ever think it's not, because it is. We love our people. We always want to see our people come up. It's a lot of us still out there. We just got to organize ourselves. Stop being afraid of the youth. The youth waiting on us to stand up, and stop being cowards. We sell out so quick, it's crazy. They'll buy our lives for $100,000 a year. Can't buy me. I've been living on the outskirts. I'm collecting what come to me, because I know I'm worth more than a bird. You feel me? I'll let your boy King Flipp. PFG is the way. 300 all day.